Hello friend and welcome to Victoria 2, where I'll be playing as Italy this time. Anybody on this channel knows that I'm a great sucker for Victoria 2, so let's get started. And yeah, the first thing generally that I want to do is just set myself up for kind of all the basic stuff as usual. And I'll be starting this as Sardinia Piedmont. This should go to 0 because we'll be under somebody's sphere. And yeah, our first task is to actually go and form Italy here. So that's exactly what I want to be starting with. There we go. I also need enough clipper transports in order to actually send my troops over to Sicily. So let's build a couple of clipper transports as well. I'll be sending my forces down here first because that's a little bit faster. Oop. I shouldn't forget to create a regular soldier as well. Now this war justification takes 166 days. So that's also something to think about. By 100 I will get my stockpile back up again. Gold! Okay. Where is this anyway? So sorry. Is that even ours? Oh yeah. It's just, what is this place? From Lukai. Wait, does this? Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't think they're gonna join me in the war, but you never know. Would you? No thanks. Okay. Well, too bad that is. Yeah, I'll be... Is Safona Hills? I'm a bit afraid of those that hill territory there, so let's send them to Nice. Let's also set Nice as that. I don't want to see what we're building at all. Let's show the navies though. We're encouraging soldiers. Sorry, I don't know what the max is for that, but we need soldiers anyhow, so that they'll be fine. And I also... No, actually, I do want to keep an eye on navy construction as well, though. Seems like we're not getting enough clipper transports, which is quite standard, especially since we're number 13. I'm not particularly surprised at that. 144 days. Alright. I definitely will want to get... yeah, sure. I would like Modena as well. And Parma too. They probably will help me a bit. I have currently no diplo points, but we'll get back up there. Getting these alliances will be quite useful because if we are going to land our troops in two Sicilies, then basically I want to have these guys go and help out in protecting me. Protecting my territory, so that if they land there, I can deal with it, or they will deal with it actually. All right, so final clipper transport is currently underway. Probably after that, I will see what I'm gonna build. I'm making a decent number of cash at least. Let's see if we can already raise this up a little bit. I don't need to lose money for now. But this way, at least their organization already goes up a bit, because I do want it to be as high as possible. Yeah, excellent. All right. I might... Let's actually see how much this is. Quite a lot, actually. But let's put it at 50. I don't actually want them to lose organization that much, and I do need the resources as well. Holding a navy is generally quite expensive, but should be worthwhile, I think. I'm playing quite slow because currently I don't really mind that much that things are taking their sweet time. Once these guys are at 65, which they're currently not, it's still going up, I think. It is, right? Yeah, because max is 244, alright. I'm mighty lucky with this gold rush here, though, because I'm quite sure that otherwise I would not have enough money. It lasts until 38, I think, so that's pretty good. What's here, I think? Yeah, precious metal. That's gazillion cash here. 71. Holy smokes. Yes, please. I'd love me some sweet cash. Alright, this is pretty good. They're back high up there. We'll see how that works once we get more clip transport. It just generally costs a lot of money. I could already build a naval base at Nice. Yeah, let's do that. We already have a naval base here, so we can't actually expand at that point. But let's actually see, because 60? Yeah, sure. Alright. So besides that, I actually want to build at least a man of war in Genoa. And let's just leave it at that. I mean, the smaller ships, the frigates there, I don't think they're worth it. So, ships are faster, actually. I can probably 46 days. Yeah, sure. I can only build one soldier at this point anyway, so it's, you know, that's fine. All right. So then we have 10 ships, 12 probably when the war is done, which is okay, I think. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. How are we on this man of war? We need a lot of clipper transports for that. But I'll just build one at a time. There's no real reason to hurry that up, I think. Alright, so those are building up there. Yeah, we're paying most for the clipper transports for the man of war currently. How many days? 29. This is already at the max, so there's nothing we can do with that. Let's see, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can just take this stack. That's actually wait though. 28 days. I don't need that many days. It also allows this infantry to get a little bit more in terms of organization, because we're also not up there yet. I will also have to go and mobilize. I will do that at 10 days. I can't send my units out quickly there either way, so we'll see. You have use Bava, yep. Excellent, okay. That's also quite important, I would say. Now, only once the other naval base is ready. How long does it take you to get to the Bay of Naples? Let's actually see, we have only one. 29th. It's a shame I cannot see when they arrived there. Oh, there we go. 4th of June. That's in 7 days. Let's wait 3 days more then. Alright. And yeah, I can keep you there. That's okay. Let's mobilize. That will probably get my money in a bit of a pinch, but I do have some left over anyway. So it should be okay. Ha! Perfect. Alright. Yeah, only Switzerland will not accept, but I'm not surprised at that. A bit of a shame, but it was quite to be expected. The traitorous Switzerland. Yeah, that's pretty bad. If only they would do that. Would they? I don't have any Diplo points at this moment. Obviously, going for the medicine first here. 19th of June. Sure. I'll be fine. Luckily, they don't seem to be too interested in attacking, and I do think they're gonna land forces there, though. Let's do that. You see, I do actually want them to bring forces in from there to start attacking these guys. There's a reason why I dropped there, of course, and the reason is that the enemy suffers a huge penalty getting across the straits, attacking into the mountains, and I want them to get the worst possible rolls there, so that we can basically wipe out their army. That's the idea there. Okay. See, they're already coming. Just need to make sure that I can get there fast enough with the rest of the troops as well, because I mean, it's 14,000 against 30. That's obviously not the most amazing. When will you land there? The 23rd. And they will probably arrive there something similar, 25th. Alright. It's interesting that they're... Yeah, they cannot get there because of my ship. What are they doing? I mean, they should be able to land there now. Once these guys leave, then I'll move back up. I'm surprised that these guys actually don't help out there. But I think they will soon enough, I'd wager. Saying they get -4 at least there. So you can see that this is currently going relatively well, and I'll just spoon feed more troops in there whenever I need to. Bit bummed out that these guys ain't helping for now. Oh, I want only, oh, no. Now, I want these guys back here. Because I don't want these guys to escape either. So we'll kind of have to take a look when they might bring in reinforcements too. Because I do want them to actually bring in the reinforcements. Yeah, exactly. Because we really want all their troops kind of to die here. I'll just send them there. Okay, maybe not. So we're pretty close. Once this stack here joins, at that point I think I'm gonna be fine moving in here. Yeah, I don't No, let's have them join actually. It's always a bit of a shame if they have a very good die roll. Come on. I mean, I even need my reinforcements here, given the current state of things. It's interesting that these guys don't actually even join there. Not really sure why. You would think they would. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this then. Like, if they're not joining for the moment, then there's little I can do with that. I mean, I might actually go and try to do this again later on, but for the moment I guess I'm gonna have to keep it like this. We're not amazingly lucky with that die roll necessarily all the time, but it's going. I wonder if they're gonna try and land more forces there once they realize this is just no good. Yeah, we'll see. Don't like that though. Okay, I will leave these two. And when are you leaving? 29th? I'll arrive the 30th. Let's see if they can beat this 6k stack. I sure do hope so. It's not going as amazingly, obviously, but I think the difference in numbers is big enough that it should go okay. I can actually land them. I don't necessarily want to lose my fleet. One of the problems is that they might actually land there themselves. That would be a problem. I have to try to besiege as many places as possible as well. So we'll see how that goes. I'd like to see these gone fast enough either way. Doesn't have to go very fast. Let's see if I can find those last 3,000 as well. And they are there. All right. So once I've defeated those, I will quickly spread out to all the different places so that they cannot build new troops. That's generally the idea. And for that, I kind of also have to be fast here. I'm happy that they are unsieging it. I mean, it's not as if I can go back after this, so... They have a 13k stack against that 5k. I do certainly hope that they'll be fast enough. So this is at Piedmont. Does it show any unsiegement? Or Genoa is... Doesn't show it, but... I would hope that they are faster. They might not even be. We'll see. If there are troops here that I can miss, I certainly will do that, but that is not likely the case. As you can see, on barely enough troops as it is to cover everything. At the moment, but we did. Okay. Excellent. So now it's just basically besieging everything, and hopefully that will work out. Now, at this point, I'm indeed low on money, so I'm gonna start spending a little bit less on certain things. My daily balance seems to be okay. I'm actually at +6. That's actually pretty interesting. This will obviously take quite a while, but hey, I'm sure it will work out in the end. And the goal here is, of course, to make sure that everything in Two Sicilies is besieged, and then just leave that war going. So that what will happen is Garibaldi's red shirts will start spawning there. Let's see here. Assimilation rate, militancy. I tend to not want to have any militancy whatsoever, preferably. Anyway, what the goal is to spawn Garibaldi's red shirts, because if the red shirts take over a capital of one of the nations in Italy, and they will do that for a sufficient amount of time, then that will spawn an event eventually that will allow you to form Italy. And that's what we're going for here. So the interesting thing is that these guys just decided to go and land there. They're not actually out somewhere. These guys are a bit faster, at least. That's nice. Of course, we're racking up war exhaustion because of blockaded ports and home provinces. Where are the blockaded ports? There are no blockaded ports. That's super weird. Although I guess because Genoa is taken, they consider that to be a blockaded port. Then once that's unsieged, it will be at 0. Let's take a look. No, it isn't. I have no clue what you're doing. Would be nice if they actually beat these. I mean, they don't seem to be too interested in that. Yeah, every unit that they try to spawn now, that doesn't work because my unit is on top of it. So they always immediately lose. That's the idea there. It still takes very long, but once we're done here in Sicily, they can actually move up a bit. That's nice. And we're doing okay on the money as well again. Let's put this to 50. I don't like keeping that too low. One thing that ammunition, canned food, small arms. Okay. I want to build some factories myself that will aid in the construction of units and such as factories for canned foods, for example. I think that's generally quite important. So, all right, first one to be done over here. That'll be great. So now we're quickly gonna move up there with the sieges. There are a few that will have to be deleted as well. Seems like you're done. This Genoa infantry will be doing just fine. I mean, I technically can't reinforce these well, but I don't really care. Huh. Okay, well that's nice. They really are indeed working quite nicely for me. They still have the occupied home provinces, but I hope they'll take care of that soon enough. I'll increase liberal activity. Yeah, I get it. Alright, please make it across. They probably will, because these guys, only now do they decide to go out. That's too late, buddy. I'm afraid that's way too late. Let's oh. Actually gonna get rid of these. Because they have way too little soldiers, and it's not as if I can build a new one, but it basically, if I delete one of these, it will at least somewhat aid the reinforcements of these others. So I do think it's ultimately quite important to do that. Yeah, you're gonna stick in there now. That's way too late, buddy. I'm sorry. That's not gonna work. Not at all. Alright, so these are besieged now. We'll just leave that for a while like that. Basically, forever, actually. I actually want to go and increase relations with Prussia, because I actually want to get an alliance with Russia eventually once I'm Italy, if that will be possible. I do hope so, especially since they're at war with the UK right now. Because as Italy, there's a very specific reason why I want to be allied with Prussia, and that's because I want to take on France. And taking on France becomes a whole lot easier when you have the North German Federation help you out there. I don't know why we're suddenly spending so much money. I guess the gold rush might be over. Not sure. I'll have to keep a close eye on that money. Yeah, sure. Okay, ooh, you're done. That's fast. Well, let's spread them out. And the great thing about spreading them out means that things are gonna go faster. Which is great. 8% war readiness. Well, You can't have it all, basically. It's going well enough. They're at 10 because of their navy, but that's about it. They have no troops. So yeah, after this we'll just have to wait. I mean, I understand it's relatively uninteresting at that. Oh, that's two Sicilies unit. I didn't even realize those guys were from two Sicilies. I was like, why are those guys walking there? I was thinking they're from Parma. It's like, what the heck are you doing? But ultimately, it does make a lot of sense here. All right. I get it now. Let's consider it. Consciousness is fine. So, sweet. Okay, now that that is done, I'll be let's see, because at 1940 I want idealism for sure. Let's see, 15th of December. Yeah, that's good. So I can go for experimental railroad right now, and then afterwards I'll immediately go for idealism. I mean, army techs are nice, don't get me wrong, but I think our economy is going to be just as important. So we'll deal with it. I also need to remove some of my soldiers in order to save a little bit of cash, because we're currently out. And that is highly unfortunate. It's probably because the tariffs, because we probably just got sphered. That would be my guess. I was taking a look to see whether I could unmobilize, which I currently also cannot do yet. The interesting thing is that I claimed 9 out of 7, but I only have 1 unit around here, I believe. That's currently in the red. Well, seems like we're going to take a bunch of loans for the moment. There's nothing I can do. Once this is done, I'll also just delete this Cuirassier, but that also will take a bit of time. Either way, Aquila is doing the worst at 54. At the very least, we should no longer be racking up any war exhaustion. Indeed, that's the case. It's a shame I cannot build up infamy at the moment. But since this war is going to take a while, I can't actually really attack at the moment. I could do something like Egypt, but I will only do that once they've been attacked, basically, by the Ottoman Empire. How is Tunis doing? They're already friendly, so I can't even attack Tunis currently. Bit of a bummer. I'll probably go for Italy or for Egypt though, for sure. Yeah, I think so. Alright, it's going quite fast. Except up there. I might actually just send these because they have spotting. No, they don't. Okay. Or this reconnaissance. That's what I thought. And units with reconnaissance, I believe, do besiege a little bit faster, but if they don't have reconnaissance, there's absolutely no use in keeping them. See, I'm at 8 out of 7. It's kind of weird. Strange. Let's do it like that for the last few. 4 left to go, and then basically we're done there. They seem to be stationary, these ships, so what I might do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would need at least 2 more. Where is my man of war? Did they sink it? I was building a man of war. I don't... Oh, it must have been deployed at Genoa and then gone out and actually sunk. I don't... I must have missed that somewhere. Well, that was dumb. That is really dumb. Wow. Naples is actually not doing that well. 77, that's slow. Okay. Let's send everything to Naples as the last one. Man, I spent so much money on that. And, just wasted it. Now, I have this sensation that if I try to go out, they're gonna go and attack. Let's just see how that works. They are not. That's pretty interesting. Well, at that point I do want to destroy that one part of their fleet. If I can help it. Because otherwise I cannot pick up my troops, and that's something that I'd be quite interested in doing. Let's actually get rid of 3 of these. And I'm gonna build artillery. Wow. The fact that I also lost a clipper transport there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I building 3? No. Yeah, okay. But at least I can pick up my troops. That's the important part here. Yeah, okay. I honestly don't really care about that prestige at this point. Quite curious as to the money. Let's just see, because it might be that we're just because we're spending so much here. We're currently buying canned food, not much else. Not much to do about it though, for the moment. We did buy that artillery, but clipper transports, as usual, seem to be in very short supply. What a surprise. Can I there generate 2 generals? Guess I will. Yeah, I'm just not gonna make peace with them ever at this point, obviously. Ooh, clipper transports. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. This time we'll keep that man of war for real. Let's hope at least that Nice will be building that naval base. I wonder why... we actually cannot build man of wars here. Overseas provinces. Okay. Fair enough. So even though it's my province, it's overseas. So I get it. Now we're getting the wine. How about these? Okay, good. Excellent. We're doing marginally okay. I mean, we'll be having Italy soon, at least I hope so. Mm-hmm. Okay, now once I have cash to build those railroads, I guess I will. But for the moment, I'll just sit this out. Wait for a year so we can get idealism at the correct time. Yes, I'm not doing any research right now. Money is flowing back in. And we can put this once again to the max. Let's see, because we are in their sphere, yeah, exactly. Let's actually also already put up the next man of war there. Once we're done at Nice, I'll also start building it there, but we currently can't. So I just don't want to waste any more potential naval units there, so... that is what we're working on. Yeah, they're at least paying for it, and then afterwards I guess they'll just wait. Well, since they're not moving, I might just as well send them to Savona here. Yeah, if I don't at least have like 10 units, I don't think attacking is worth it. I'm gonna build a hussar, and then I'm gonna replace that cuirassier here. If they will allow me to build it. The problem is those luxury clothes, which might not necessarily be available. That's kind of the problem. When is this done? 39.40. Okay, well, I'll also build 2 of them in Nice then at this stage. Yeah, see, well, currently there's no canned food, which is, I guess, similar, but are similarly problematic. Oh, there's nothing you can do against these things. I think they might have already attacked for Ankara and Adana, but they're actually at 10 strength, which means they're relatively powerful. Either the Ottomans... Yeah, they have a truce. What kind of generals do I have at this point? This is a good guy. Now, if I had something like +4 attack or something, I would be quite inclined to give it a go. I mean, this is pretty good as well, but then I still want to have at least 10 brigades, because I don't think that I'm going to be able to do it like this here. I wonder if they're already... Yeah, they cannot purchase this other stuff. They're kind of weird on these clipper transfers, but I guess they're actually doing that pretty well there. There are no luxury clothes, yeah. That's exactly what I thought. And there's very little I can do against that. Yeah, I would have to wait. But I can to build more soldiers anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I do have full military spending. So that's basically where we're at this point. Every time my diplomatic points are very high, I'll just leave it at that. Still no luxury clothes. It's weird because now they're getting clipper convoys for this one at Nice, whereas they should actually be getting clipper transports for this one at Genoa. So I was completely wrong as to that it was going to be useful. I want an artillery. I need 2 more artillery, and I need to abandon that cuirassier. Not that cuirassiers give luxury clothes. Yeah, there are continuously not enough clipper transports. We're definitely not high enough on the list either way. Maybe I should abandon the Hussar. Well, there's also no wine. Oh. That was dumb. I did that way too late. Yeah, if there's no wine and liquor either, it's like, why bother there? I could be attacking something like that, but I don't really want to incur the any infamy issues. There we have it, the red shirts. Well, I might just as well wait then for a little bit. No reason to rush, and if I formed Italy, then I can go after Egypt just fine. And once we form Italy, we'll be a lot higher up on the food chain anyhow. I should not be encouraging soldiers, but clergymen at this point. For higher literacy. That literacy is... yeah, I don't get enough research from the clergyman. 2.3. Also not yet getting any money. The weird part about that is probably because we're continuously trying to buy this. I never really got how that works. Oh, we're buying clipper transports. Never mind. I did not see that. Well, we'll probably build more man o' wars relatively soon, actually. It's going at a pretty good pace. Oh, wow. Really? That's insane. Just losing 10% of your population is absolutely nuts. Holy smokes. Anyway, there's another man of war. And we'll just cool it on the Kool-Aid for a little bit. Oh, that went fast. They went from absolutely nothing to an insane amount of red shirts. They literally took over everything out of nowhere. Alright, well, great. We'll have no clue about what's going on, and then afterwards... 169, okay. Okay. And after, we'll just have to wait, basically. I don't know how long, it's like a year or so. I can't see it, unfortunately, myself. We only have the suffrage movement. Which is not half as interesting. Ah, luxury clothes. That's amazing. Alright, alright. We're getting very little, but we're getting some. So, hopefully that will finish the job. These guys are not doing super well, but... hey, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually surprised that that militancy is going up. Well, we do have 8% war exhaustion, but I don't think that should matter that much. I would like to get it lower, but of course we're still at war. Now that they've besieged everything, though, I believe I can make some peace here. Because who cares? They're besieged by Garibaldi's red shirts. Alright. And like I said, all we need to do is wait. So this will at least get that war exhaustion down. Didn't I just ask for peace here? Why would they not accept? If we complete it, it's 5. If we failed, we lose 10. Whatever. I don't mind losing the 10. It's not important. We'll be lower on the ladder, but I don't really care. I think that war exhaustion is a little bit of a bigger problem. Albertine Statute was a constitution enacted in the Kingdom of Sardinia-Piedmont in response to concerning revolutionary activity in the country on the 4th of March 1848. The statute formalized the absolute monarchy of Sardinia-Piedmont and would later be used, although in modified forms, as the basis for an Italian constitution all the way up until 1948. Sure. If they lose militancy, that's fine. Also, indeed, now this goes down. And that's kind of the idea. Come on, game. Well, alright, alright. I get it. I get it. Yeah, let's get an infantry for that. Okay, get 50% more research points. Excellent. I got experimental railroad. And I do tend to want to do this for more research points too, but it costs a lot of research points. Navy tech, culture tech, industry, and army. Army is a lot faster indeed. Could go at least for breech loaded or for muzzle loaded. Yeah, let's start at least working on that. And there's nothing we can do down there anyway. We have to wait. Like, can we please build that hussar? Come on. It's highly unfortunate that they would not allow it. Ah, there we go. Alright. Sweet. So once those are done, I'll have my 30k stack, and then we can go. We can. I think we'll be fine, actually. They're probably not. They're all neutral. British are cordial, but they don't seem to be building in DOP, I think, at the moment. No. Okay. If they were friendly, it might have been a problem, but now it isn't. I'm still bad on the money. And not just by a small margin. Yeah, let's put this to 50. And let's get that to 30 for the moment. I mean, I'm not surprised I'm doing this poorly in money, just in general, but let's just see how things go there. I might actually go and attack with 1 artillery less. I'll be okay at that, I think. They are at 13. Interestingly enough, they're actually at the same level as I am. Wow, really? With Algeria and France. Why? I mean, France is gonna win, don't get me wrong. There's no doubt in my mind. When do I need to attack them? May 42. So if we have plenty of time, actually. There's no need to rush. And I will switch. Ah, there we go. Expedition of the Thousand. King, news has just reached us that renowned Italian freedom fighter Giuseppe Garibaldi and his Expedition of the Thousand have broken and taken control of the government in 2 Sicilies. Everywhere this rugged freedom fighter goes jubilant, crowds of Italians turn out to greet him, waving the tricolor of the Italian nation. As the liberator of all of Italy, on account of our dominant position on the peninsula, the newly formed government in 2 Sicilies sends word that they accept Sardinia Piedmont's natural position as the foremost amongst equals of the newly formed Italy. Long live il risorgimento! And North Italian and South Italian will be accepted culture. All countries that are all of the below, not Sardinia Piedmont, any population in province is Italian, not a great power, number of cities at least 1, will get a Piedmontian wins event, and we get some prestige. Bam, Italy. And we have the Law of Guarantees. In 1870, the Law of Guarantees was a law passed by the newly formed Kingdom of Italy, aimed at solving the Roman question that accorded the Pope privileges similar to that of the King himself, including the right to send and receive ambassadors. Pope Pius IX refused to accept the laws, which were seen by both him and his successors as an infringement on the independence of the Holy See. While the issue was not conclusively solved until the Lateran Treaty of 1929, the Law of Guarantees nevertheless meant that the young kingdom's capital would from then on be Rome. Excellent. If only I could attack them, but sadly I can't. 26th of September, eh? I mean, oh, they would not accept. other sphere. I guess indeed we're not a major power yet. Interesting, interesting indeed. Alright, let's slow things down by a bit. So now that that's the case, let's get some clergymen there too. That's step number one, and we can get a much larger military. Now, first of all, I do want to build also a lot of man-o-wars everywhere. And then everywhere where I'm not building man-o-wars, I want to get at least another clipper transport fleet. But I'm going to have to be careful where that is. Because this is Brindisi, Naples, Rome, Ravenna, Genoa, and Nice. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I build any naval bases? I don't think I can. No, we have naval base level 1 at least everywhere. I could probably still build railroads, but the problem is, of course, that we're also building a lot now. Not only in terms of navy, let's just work on this artillery first, and then we'll see what other we can build there in terms of military. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 1. Now let's just keep it at that for a moment. Anyway, I'll be fine doing this for a little bit. Let's go down here. Oh, I actually need to switch you up already. I don't want Eusia Buff. I actually want probably that guy, but let's just see if we have any better ones. This guy, Leopoldo, for example, is already better. Alright, let's go for Leopoldo. He's attack +3. Actually, I do want that to 50. We'll just see how far that can reach. And then we'll send out the transports. Alright. So, like I said, forming Italy can go pretty fast. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, I don't know if that's the fastest time possible, but especially because I think that with these guys it's pretty random, but it is pretty quick. So, that tends to be quite nice at that, I would say. Now, I'll probably also try to at least expand into Middle Egypt during this war, because that will allow me to at least get through Suez relatively well. So I will go for Sinai, obviously. That's basically the only thing that's actually important. And then I'll go for Middle Egypt too. And then once we have more ships, I'll send those out too. I don't actually see their navy yet. That's interesting. Oh, there they are. And what I do want though is, oh yeah, both of them. Okay, yeah, good. Let's see where they're going. They're probably not going to go to Sea of Crete then. No, I'll keep them in there to keep them kind of locked. You're there on the 4th. Okay, I will take a part of their fleet on, which is fine. I don't need to actually attack everything. I got all of it. Okay, nice. I think they'll just die, most likely. They don't seem to be having that much, really. So let's actually slow things down. It also will be good, at least at that point, to see how much of their I should say the war score. Their military score is actually Navy. Probably not that much. Especially at the start, it tends not to be too high. Where are you going? I have no clue what they're doing. That's very weird. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to attack, indeed. The thing is that I actually don't want them to go and give me additional war weariness. I'm probably too many alliances. What is that flag? Madagascar. Well, certainly not get an alliance with you, although apparently they're quite okay with it. I guess I'll continue to try and make friends with Germany whenever the chance arises. I mean, it's not that important at the moment, although we're still relatively weak. So. Maybe it is. Where's that army? Are they at war with Ethiopia? No. Sometimes they are, and then they're just kind of weird like that. I have no clue what these guys are trying to do. They'll probably are trying to go around or something. I'll try to follow them. Probably doesn't work, but you never know. Alright, so this is the attack. Hope it goes well. I mean, you can never be too sure, and it went marginally well. Let's actually put Rome and not Nice as the collection point. That's probably a good idea. Dutch Wallonia. Holy smokes! They just took entire Belgium. Yeah, great. Wow. You don't actually see that happen very often. At the start of the game, the Netherlands, they they have war claims on Belgium because the Dutch, they lost Belgium, I believe, in 1832, which was part of the Netherlands for like 15 years, something like this, give or take a year. And that's why they still have war claims. But the problem is Belgium is backed by the UK. But then if they get help from Prussia, they can actually win that battle. And that basically means that the Netherlands is big again, which is super great for the Netherlands, but I guess that's indeed what's causing the tension here. Huh. That's pretty funny. Yeah, this is amazing. So France wants Belgium to be Belgium again. Fine against Austria. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's actually better for the Netherlands to have that, for me, ultimately. Because if I want to take Dutch territories, this is just gonna make it all the much easier. You should be at 0 now. 13 still? Okay. I mean, I wiped your stack. I don't know where their 13 then comes from, but it sure is interesting. Either way, can I expand that war? Yeah. I mean, I might just well do it now. I want Middle Egypt. That costs another 5, but I was very low on infamy at this point anyway, so I might just as well. And like I said, that will allow me at least to have some territory down here too. So I really like to also get Middle Egypt here. Often I also like to get Upper Egypt, but I guess for now I'll do that later. Okay. Second attempt here. I mean, if they have 24k left, it's still going to be very tricky, I think. Yeah, this guy also has a good leader. We should be somewhat higher on military tech, so I think ultimately we should be able to win this. Probably. Also because we have artillery and they don't. Where you going, Cairo? And I think, yeah, this is severely dragging their war score down. Alright, great. Now they're at 9. Well, so that means they still have an army or something. Well, we're getting new troops now, so. I might actually even just bring these guys up as reinforcements. I think, yeah, refreshing these troops down here is probably a good idea for if they come with like a new wave or something. So yeah, I'm not complaining about that. We're actually going to be a major power here relatively soon. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that I can still actually get it if that's 0. Okay. Okay. Let's get those to join in. And I want these guys to go and take Crete. Which probably... actually, that probably doesn't actually help that much. I'll have you go and take Middle Egypt because that at least will trickle up the war score. And I do need to build up administration. No, I don't actually because I'm still sphered. Seems like liquor is in short supply. Well, a lot of things are in short supply. Also because we're building a lot of that. Haha. Well, okay. Now that engineers are done, the thing is I want to get mission to civilize as fast as possible since this allows me to have more diplomatic points. But if you want to have any chance of getting that research, you need to have at least nationalism and imperialism, market regulations, or naval statistics, which are all 1850 tech. So I could have done this, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, these things don't really help me that much. And all of this stuff just gives you pluralism. And social reform desire, I suppose. But that stuff doesn't really matter that much. But by 1950, I want to be at least at a point where I can research both market regulations and naval statistics. Market regulations is here. Naval statistics is here. Naval statistics is the easiest. I can just go for naval plans in the foreseeable future and then I'll have it. For the moment, I'll go for positivism to get my literacy up in a bit. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Alright, let's separate the war fleet from the transport fleet so that they don't get entangled. It's not really going up that low. Need to take both of these because they are part of C9. I do want my war score to actually work its way up. Let's see if I can get some clipper transports for them to recover there at some point. Yeah, that stuff is fine. Now, after this, I actually want to go and attack Japan. Because Japan has a large population, and since they're currently primitive, I can take a large portion of Japan. If they westernize, basically it takes an entire war to take one province, and I can basically take entire Japan here almost. So I am looking for a war against them, but then that's why I need this territory here, and then also Middle Egypt. So that makes it a little bit easier, because if I don't have Middle Egypt, I have to go through all of this desert terrain in order to get across, because Sharm el-Sheikh is technically on this part of the Gulf of Suez. So, you know, I could technically land at Al Arish, then move in here, but then that would mean I'll always suffer attrition. I'd rather go through Suez into Ras Gharib for the Middle Egypt territory here. Both of these are plains, and you don't suffer attrition from going there. So that's basically the reason. We'll see how much money all those that fleet costs, by the way, because 'Yeah, I need these 9 to, I guess, be at Nice. '21 war score is not that bad. I guess the battles certainly did help. Probably 7, yeah. So that's pretty good. It's good I took these reinforcements here, by the way. That really helps. Alright. All those clipper transports, I'm also going to send them around Africa. So that they will end up on this side here. I actually want, I think, at least 60k worth of soldiers going down that path. This is already Upper Egypt. So if I have a new stack, I will also deal with it there. But we need at least 2 more clever transports, so it's not as if we're already done. Oh, we also need plenty of soldiers still. We're actually doing reasonably okay in money now, interestingly enough. France, eh? Alright, that's accepted for now. They wouldn't accept. That's unfortunate. This is 10 clipper transports. They are gonna go around. They'll probably suffer quite a bit of attrition there. But that's okay. Now, these guys will stay here. I'm gonna send them into Genoa. But it means I need another 10 clipper transports. Which I will make as well. That will cost me. Actually, let's get you and get that 30k. And send them over to Suez for the moment. I guess I'll have to take more of Lower Egypt. Let's see, only landed. That's what they really want. Elements are not very nice there. This is the last part of Middle Egypt. I am actually missing an artillery on this unit, and that's why they're at 27. I actually did not realize that. Why are you already at 29? You were suffering attrition from just moving that tiny bit? Huh. Well, let's have them take Tanta. The faster I can make peace with these guys, the better. Why not? I might actually need some man of wars there, either way. So. I think we're pretty close, so let's justify a demand concession. Against them. That sucks. Let's send you back, by the way. Now, no, I'll take an artillery first. So. kind of weird. I mean, I will continue with Upper Egypt, but... yeah, okay, I'm going into Luxor then. Kind of surprised at this, but okay. Yeah, I'll just keep going. Now, I'll see how much of Japan I can take. I can take at least 3 more provinces, so it is quite interesting at that. Okay, exactly. I'd rather have the peace sooner than later because I'm not gonna take any more stuff from them either way. That would allow me, at least for the moment, to get that budget down to 10 for just a little bit. And that also will allow me to pay for my naval units. Hopefully get them a little bit fixed up here. I might even send a 3rd stack. And that might actually be worth it. Still, I need more clipper transports for this next fleet. You can land at Ras Gharib. And the same applies to you. Now, if I have the money, I will build a naval base there too. But at the moment, that's not even in the cards yet. So I'll be taking it easy there. Yep. I mean, 90k might be quite a lot, but I actually do think I'll probably need that many troops there anyway, because they probably have mad stacks worth of troops. If you ask me. They are well enough that they can manage, I think. After this positivism, I definitely need to work on my money. I'm currently not a great power yet, so I'm still in France's sphere. Which kind of sucks. How am I gonna get more money? It's already at 50. The only thing I can do is cut down on education. Which is also not a particularly jolly activity. But I guess for the moment, at least it has to be done. This is also really far, by the way. So that's pretty rough. We're short on money again. Removing those frigates helps very slightly, but just very slightly. These are too weak. If they're already at 5%, I don't think they'll have what it takes. That's why I wanted to build this second group of Clipper transports, and I'm also going to send them over to Rasgarib to pick up the new units. Now these guys still arrive in like a year. February 5th, exactly. So that will take a while. When do I get to attack Japan? Okay, that'll be okay. That's enough. As long as they remain a primitive nation during that time period, it will work out. Alright, so I have this positivism, and now I actually have to cut on education. So that's... I guess I should have gone for money in the first place. Can't build more ships, so I mean, like I said, I'm already poor on money as it is currently. Definitely looking at what people want the most. Harassment. People seem to be doing fine though. I always wondered what this was. It's like a cap or something? I don't really see what it is. It's kind of weird. This also gives me a good base to start attacking Korea from there. Quickly take it over. Once I'm actually great power, which again currently I am not because I would be number 9. Had I not lost so much prestige, I'd probably already be a great power. How much? The Netherlands. The Netherlands. Okay. Pretty funny that. I have a lot more points, by the way. So I definitely still have a ways to go. Well, that's okay. I'll probably not immediately invade the mainland, but I'll go for Kyushu first, and then of course I can take the Ryukyu Islands here. Okinawa. That's the plan. Ah, okay, they're going through Cape. Right, actually, they're losing British South Africa to Zulu. That's pretty funny. Acquisition of British Zulu. Annex Zulu. Wow. That's pretty ballsy. If I dare say so myself. Now, I'll continue to suck it up to Prussia for the moment. Why? Okay, that might actually get me up there. Yeah, exactly. That liberal agitation, now that it's gone, that's a lot. Okay, these guys took Okinawa. They cannot take Amari. Unfortunately, I need more troops. But, you can now land there. Hey, it's something. It's taking a long while, but I do think ultimately they'll be worth it. Now, there is one thing that I'm currently waiting for. And that is for Prussia to either attack France or Austria. I want to go for the infamy limits relatively soon, I would think. Just not quite. Oof. These guys might be happy even if they make it back. Holy cow, 13% now. Yeah, I'm not so sure whether they'll make it ultimately. I guess these guys would. They would have to transport all the rest. If I... Wow, yeah, 15. I guess I should have had them land in there. Okay, well, that was a mistake. I can, however... build a new navy there. And then not have those ships go into Rome. That's a thing that I could do there. That obviously also costs plenty of money, but guess they didn't land either. Wow. Do I have any French territory that I can land on here? No. Well, goodbye then. That's pretty crazy, actually. It goes really fast, this punishment. Severely hope they'll make it. And, okay, I need to switch up clergymen. Hmm. 1.81, huh? Losing those ships did give me a bit of money, so I guess it's worth something. But Yeah, not too amazing. I guess as for Navy, the supply range is probably the most important, and the naval plans. I guess I could go for that pretty soon. As it is then. You have nothing. I actually wonder what general you have. Okay, Leopoldo, that's good. When are they gonna attack? 2nd of October. Let's hope they make it there. Okay, they do. Okay, this should be going my way, at least as a first attack. That's really bad. But I guess I didn't lose at least. Let's go. I'll move in there. Now finishing those clubber transports will probably take quite a while. Okay, I will land you here. Then I'll see whether I can get them back. I might not even be able to. So they've been in sea, at port, and let's go in here and see whether they're going to be okay, maybe. Now, once they've taken that, I actually want to switch them up. So that they have Eusio Bava. I'll be curious to see what these guys are then up to. I mean, interestingly enough, they seem to put those stacks all there and there. I mean, I'm not too interested in attacking into one stack like that. That's just... Take a look. So they are still going in there. Okay, yeah. So let's switch them up. With another decent defense general here. We had a +1, so I might actually just take that one. So it's okay. And let's do this. Again, I care very little about the penalty. Okay, like this is exactly what I want. Something else that I want though. Can I add a war goal? Yes, okay. So currently I'm taking Kyushu, but then I guess I'm going for Chukugo Shikuku. as well. I wonder if they're gonna put in more troops there. I mean, currently it's only a 3-to-1. Okay, that's going a lot better. Like, if they're gonna add those troops in there, that would be interesting. Another... Basically, I need to try and attack the enemy troops while they are divided. You might actually just make it. Where are you guys going? Hiroshima and Matsue. Well, let's go after them and then see how that works. I mean, 44... Damn it, it's a new stack. And not the old one. And we're having a poor die roll. That's a very bad start here, but I can't get out. Okay, that's reasonable at least. But the problem is that now I need to wait for reinforcements at least with one of those stacks. Which I will do. I'll just let them take that territory there. These are all quite spread out. I kind of had hoped to just, you know, clear out that stack. But I guess that wasn't happening. I'm not getting any more Clipper transports, eh? Alright, well, let's just stop it on the money. And hope to do a bit better once we have that research going. And that went marginally well. Certainly still looking for more money over here. Okay, that stack is gone. So let's wait and look for an opportunity. These guys moving up here. I'll just wait. Especially until they are a bit better. Okay, so I'm really hoping that they can get that up a little bit. They went down even more. That's kind of the tricky part. Let's move that up. So hopefully they'll repair for a bit. Trying to beat the individual stacks, as I said before. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Please don't move. Oh, what? They kept attacking. Well. Oh, okay. I mean, I might actually go out the moment that this turns bad, but currently it's looking pretty decent. I guess I'll have them move in too. They have one defense, so it might actually still be worth it, even then, to do that. Now that we're a great power, the Italian irredentist movement strove for the transfer of the kingdom of all of Italy, to the Kingdom of Italy of all territories in the immediate vicinity of the kingdom, which were largely or partly seen as populated by ethnic Italians. Not only did this include claims to Austrian lands in Italy proper, but it also meant territorial ambitions further into Dalmatia and Austria. Yes, please. Alright, we're a great power. Great. That means that I should start upping the administration. Let's see how much money I then have. Yeah, the tariffs are going up a lot. Currently, yeah, suddenly I have enough money for everything. It's kind of silly that way. Yeah, I have the one defense. Okay, great. I'm actually quite happy they did this then. Where are they going? Because they're going into multiple directions. Some of them are going into Okayama. But there are some going into Kyoto and Tokushima. Let's get those in Kyoto as well. No, you can't have all of them. I'm actually wasting Diplo points now. Really no reason for that. Are we at 200 with them? Yeah, kinda. Kinda still hoping something will happen. Another thing that I want to do is now go for Kansai region. Because this is 52. Okay, they will again have to wait a bit. I'm surprised they're still supposedly at 43. Don't really know where that comes from. Yeah. I'm not gonna allow you to get away here. But I'm sure they still have pretty big stacks in general. How's that Navy doing here? They're not really getting a whole lot. So I still cannot send out more troops. Better make sure they lose too. Alright, now I'm gonna just take that territory. Seems like they're gathering more forces in there. I'll see how to deal with it. Now they're 36, so they're actually going down. That's good. That means I don't need that many more attacks before they are defeated. And let's speed things up a bit. Anyway, besides Chubu, I then also, well, besides Kanto, I then also want Chubu, and that's then the last one, I guess. Because then we'll be very high on infamy at this point. Don't want to overdo it. Still, I'm again poor on money now, but I guess it's because I'm building stuff too. How's this ass going up? Okay. Would be surprised if they're actually at 30. They must be having units somewhere else because it certainly doesn't feel like they're 30. Yeah, they're actually at 0, but I'm quite sure they'll be getting a few more forces before they eventually surrender. This is 87, and they would obviously not accept it right now. Though at least we're at 48 in terms of battles. Then what's the problem? Defender blockades. Blockades of what? Are we actually getting war exhaustion? No. How did they get defender blockades? Through that? Can barely imagine. I mean, maybe. Wouldn't be able to say. Anyway, it's probably best as well to start with... well, actually, we can take all the territories that are close in this vicinity. Being done there, I think it also means I can send these troops back. The danger of... sending too many troops there also, yeah, I can replace the forces that I have here as well with Japanese forces once I've taken Japan, so they already turned uncivilized. So it's good that I took these goals as I did currently. That will make my job a whole lot easier, I think, in the future. I'll just keep going. What can I build? Nothing? Okay. Not too happy with that situation, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to start working on what I said earlier. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna ditch France. I already ditched France. Too many great power allies. The Netherlands, they would rather have the Netherlands over me, and they're number 8. Wow, so I'm in the position where I cannot be allies with anybody. That's great. Those are really the best situations. Where Germany chooses the Netherlands over me. Wow. Unbelievable. Well, at that point, I'm not in a position to go for the infamy limit yet. If I have to deal with both France and Austria, for example, that is already something that would be nigh impossible to overcome. Negative relations. Minus 15. Okay, I guess they don't like me attacking Japan. Sometimes, or what often happens actually, is that Japan gets weird by the USA, and I guess that's something that they tend to want. Or something. Also still shocked that those luxury clothes are still in short supply. I mean, 75 is a lot. They actually got more troops. Well, probably to no avail here. Now, me sucking it up to Germany then also didn't matter that much. Well, let's just increase, because if the Netherlands drops out of great power status, it might be that they'd be willing to join me anyhow. Maybe. I mean, I don't know how good things are going to be once we take all of this stuff, but 2, 3, 4. Yes. Alright, that's quite a lot. What they have left is Tohoku, Hokkaido, Kanto, and the Bonin Islands, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Good for them. As you can already see, I can build about 14 here, so that would allow me to rebuild them in Italy. Yeah. All right. I'll be wrapping up this first episode here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.